So, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, man, I've been doing good. Thanks for the invite, man.
Thanks for hitting me up, man.
Hey, of course, we have to link up.
Yeah. So how things been in Berlin? You say you're here for an event, right?
Yeah,
A few things.
a friend of mine has had a show on
Mhm.
first day, and I wanted to come see because I've gotten invited by the designer with an VIP pass.
Oh.
But unfortunately, I have to travel a long way. I'm from Kiel. It's like northern Germany above Hamburg. And yeah, I have arrived at like 8 p.m.
Damn.
But we went to the after party. So at least something.
Yeah. Okay. How was the
Yeah.
after party?
Man, it was nice. It was nice. So we, of course, went to the dance floor.
Of
We killed
course,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. We killed it and had our fun, but some people were just chilling and sitting, and
Yeah.
I don't like that.
What kind of music they're playing?
Um, it was a mix of Afro and some new school rap, like I'd say classics,
Mm.
but yeah. The DJ had some bad moments. Let's
Some
just
bad
say it like
mo-
that. Man,
in
he
the middle of
was-
dancing, he just kind of put on something. He's like, why you?
Mhm.
Damn.
He hasn't been shining all day.
At least playing Afro beats. I'm still surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I'm new here in Berlin still, so anytime somebody be like, "Yo, this playing all Afro beats. This playing all this." I'm like, "Yo, where?" I'm like, "They do that? Okay, like where? Just show me the spots." Cause I'm thinking Berlin is just all just German, but clearly it's like a lot of difference and stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I think Berlin is also one of the most cultural cities that I've seen yet.
Mm.
So I'm very comfortable here because you see every kind of people and all languages. Like when you're in the U-Bahn, man, you hear some people speaking Spanish, the other one English, then the British ones.
It's like a whole
Yeah.
entire mix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's nice. It makes me feel a little bit closer to home.
Mm. So, and where you from originally in Germany? You said
Kiel, but my
Kiel.
parents are from Ghana. My
Mm.
dad was born in France, but he has seen my mother in Ghana at home, of course, and took her to Germany.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, some real straight from the motherland back. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And how's it there from where you from? You said it's Kiel, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically the opposite of Berlin. We don't have U-Bahn. We don't have tram. We don't have S-Bahn.
What?
We cooked.
Wait, hold on, wait. So how you move?
By bus.
By horses. Oh shit! What?
Yeah, nah, but the bus is okay. Like, I live in the center, so
Right.
I can go by bus very easily. But if I were living more outside, it would be hard.
Wow.
Every bus have now 20 minutes or so, but I can take 1 and 5 because I can go to like another main street, catch a bus there. But yeah, via bus.
By
Via
bus.
bus.
That is, I ain't gonna lie to you. Something about just only by bus is different than taking a train. 'Cause the bus you gotta wait outside, and then it's cold, so you probably got the best jackets, man.
Hey.
You probably got the best.
You know that we dying for the outfits, right?
Yeah, yo, winter collection is on point.
But yeah, hey, also one big thing that will get y'all confused, but in the bus you can hop inside at every door. We have to go to the front and show our ticket.
Oh wow. So that's like real small town. Like okay,
like I'm gonna get your ass.
Can you even pay by card or you gotta pay by cash?
We can only pay by cash in the bus.
Oh wow.
So
you was prepared for Berlin then with the whole cash system here. You was probably like, I had enough cash in my pocket. I know how this goes.
Bro, in Berlin, you can pay your bus ticket by your card.
I mean, you can, but I mean everything else, like the restaurant and stuff, like is sometimes they're like only cash, and then you say, "Oh, I'm done eating. I don't have no cash."
Yeah,
and then they'll be like, "Well, there's an ATM down the street." I'm like, "You trust me to go to ATM and then come back?"
Man, I think they want some from you. Like your passport or something like that.
Nah, sometimes they be like, yo,
Hey.
ATM, go all the way down the street, make a right, go down 3 streets, then go another right, and then there you go. You be like,
Man, I'm almost home.
yeah, I'm the U-Bahn right there.
Mhm.
I see you later. You know, there's more restaurants in Berlin. I see you. You know. Wow. So okay. So you said Ghanaian parents.
Yeah.
You know, your dad from France, your mom from Ghana. So
Mhm.
why that part of Germany? You know.
Man, I don't know. I don't know. But to be honest, it's not the first time thinking about it. So I had the idea that growing up in Kiel is little bit more safe because you aren't influenced by that many people, by that many agendas, because it comes to us last. Like we a city, you know, but
You
we
just
small.
right to the city. It's like
Mhm.
a village and then city. You like
Yeah.
right to the city
Yeah.
part.
Just that. But yeah, I think growing up there, you're a little bit more safe, you know. It's not that big. People know where how to get where.
Mm.
So I also think that I will be going back to Kiel when I'm older just to raise my kids, you know,
Mm.
because it's a safe environment. You have your soccer places, like you have your fields, you have your hoops. It's okay, it's chill. And I think it's just comfortable living there because you can't get lost that easy and you have everything on your corner.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
true. Yeah, especially in Berlin, you can get lost. That's what a lot of people
Yeah.
told me. Like Berlin got a lot. If you want to get lost, you can get lost.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even got to find where to get lost. You just open yourself up. You lost.
Yeah.
You know.
Man, or in Berlin also, if you got the wrong postcode,
Mm.
man, you can land up there when you're supposed to go there. Like,
Really?
yeah. So some streets have the
Oh,
same name, but if you have the postcode, you're safe. But if not, you're cooked.
damn! Postcodes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know it was that serious. That you can. I heard about it, but I didn't know it was this
Mm-hmm.
serious.
I've experienced it when I was in Cologne, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go to the Neo Hub, my hotel or house, Neo House,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to the hotel on the other side of the city. We were traveling like 50 minutes to the way to
Whoa!
there. We was wrong, went back, almost got wrong, got lost again, but we found it.
Damn.
Fortunately,
Was the areas at least? Was it like completely different? Like one side was kind of good, the other side was bad, or was just like just far?
we low key landed in the hood, bro.
So you
Yeah.
was in a okay.
Mhm.
So the same thing works here than it works in America. Certain zip codes or postcodes, you're like, I don't want to. You
Mm-mm.
from that postcode? Yeah.
Yeah, there are some that you might want to avoid. Let's
Okay.
just say it like that.
We'll make sure to put it in the description.
Mhm.
Avoid these zip codes. But okay, so it's always interesting because growing up in obviously African household, but in
Mhm.
Germany, which is like different culture,
Mhm.
and I have Ghanaian cousins and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and I mean most West African cultures is loud,
Yeah.
loud,
Yeah.
very expressive.
Mhm.
You do something small, wait, it's just like very like
Mhm.
boom, and you're like, whoa. So how was that just growing up? As soon as you come home, it's like a different culture. You go to you go out to
Mhm.
school. It's the city. It's like a more quiet culture.
Yeah, so I take care of what I'm saying. That's just like I cannot say the arguments. Africans are direct. Like if they want to tell you you have a pimple on your nose, they say, "Man, clean your nose, wipe it." And yeah, some like the people, they just don't want to hurt you.
Mhm.
They just a little bit more sensitive, more careful with what they are saying and stuff. Yeah, but we loud, we
Yeah.
loud. We had some noise complaints because my mom was calling to Africa.
Ooh, that'd be the one too.
Yeah, upstairs neighbor.
Yeah, she even hold her phone to her
Hey.
face. She did it like this, right?
On speaker. Maximum loudness.
She's shouting. The thing can hear you from right here, but she put it
Mhm.
this way. Hello, are you hearing me? We all hearing you. The other
Mhm.
person hears you.
Mhm.
That is
Hey,
funny.
the amount of arguments that I've had with my mom just because I wanted to have a little bit more peace, like
You
get a
told your
nap
mom.
and
You told your mom you wanted peace. Ah, wow.
hey, now I was
I can't even say that word in my own house. Peace. What? Oh,
man.
I know. Hey, mom, can you quiet it down? What? She make her go yell louder.
Hit me with that. Get out! Close your door, man. Just like that.
Oh shit! Wow,
Yeah.
that must have been an interesting time growing up. Cause Germany and sound, I don't know what it is, man, but they really have a lock on how loud you can be. You can't.
Yeah.
It's like even when you talk loud, you feel like like whoa, am I? Yeah,
Hey, whoa.
right. They got the Ordnungs or something.
Ordnungsamt, yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
like they meant to keep the sound down in businesses, right, or something.
And yeah, after like 10 p.m., there's like this rule where you are supposed to turn down your loudness, like speakers or stuff.
Right.
And when you're outside in Berlin, it's a little bit more different because Berlin is Berlin. But in Kiel, you can get a fine for real.
What?
I almost got a fine because I was playing basketball late at night, and there was like this block,
Yeah.
and people were complaining, calling them. And I was like, yo, I haven't seen the sign. I saw it, but I didn't give a fuck.
Wait, so even the sound of a basketball hitting the ground,
yeah,
that is too loud.
yeah.
Wow.
It's
Damn.
repetitive, but
Ooh,
they
your
be
family was
doing too
struggling.
much. Also, if you live close to a playground, don't be mad at people playing at the playground. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, we also had problems when I was younger, of course. We went to a soccer field, and all around was like a block,
Mm-hmm.
and it will get locked by 8 p.m. And people were just like calling them at 8:05, coming to lock it when they were like taking their time to come over.
Wow.
And yeah, we had problems. Some people also took some videos and pictures of us, and we were like, "Why are you taking pictures of us? Delete them."
That's
Like,
crazy.
yeah, some Karens, bro. Karens,
Yeah, some real
male
Karens.
and woman.
German Karens too. That's
Yeah.
different. That means
Hey.
they on time with their complaints.
Mhm.
They ain't not 1 minute late. They just 3, 2, 1. Hey, I heard some noise. I heard a basketball being bounced on the floor. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
They got the alarm set.
Shoo. Okay, so this city, because I'm always curious, like each part of Germany is like different, right? Like Dusseldorf is different, right? Köln and Kiel,
Yeah.
that, different, whatever. In terms of like the people that live there, like what was it was
Yeah.
mostly German or so, that city?
So yeah, it's mostly Germans in that city. We also have Turks, Moroccans, Africans, of course, but the percentage is a lot lower. I'd say like 70% German, the rest multicultural, and it's hard growing up. Let's just say it like that, because people are like skepticism about everyone, and also not that kind when they're outside. So when you're in Berlin, you can talk to people like random. You can give them compliments and stuff.
Right.
But in Kiel, they just look at you weird, and walk past you, and that's the issue. Like,
Wow.
they just have this general mindset of not talking to anyone, not showing their happiness or facial expressions or something like that outside. They just low key like some robots.
Like
That's why
robots.
I'm so comfortable here on Cologne, Düsseldorf, just because it's more open. People are doing their own thing, and they're nice. They're complimenting you on your stuff, just giving love out.
Yeah. That's interesting because, like, I mean, Berlin, 'cause I always have comparison because I lived in New York City before. So it is a little bit quieter, but I mean, then comparison to the places you guys, came from, it's like
Yeah.
completely different. So it's just even me hearing that, I'm just like, oh, it must have been really like just everyone to themselves, no one talking. So during that time you was there or when you was going to school, did you play any sports or?
Yeah, I did. I played soccer and basketball for like a year, both at the same time. But
Mm.
then I transferred fully to basketball because the schedules for the training were laying over,
Ah,
and
right.
I couldn't do all at the same time. And my team was just a little bit, they weren't friendly with me, at soccer. So
Ah,
I took the decision and tried something new. Went for basketball and it went good.
nice.
I'm happy with that decision. But
Nice, bro.
I'm also looking forward to playing soccer again, just because the team sport,
Yeah.
it's nice. I like it.
It makes it easier to make friends too. I feel like sports is
Mhm.
that thing where no matter what differences you have,
Mhm.
if you guys on the same field, it just
Mhm.
becomes like we're all in the same
Yeah.
boat.
Yeah. One love out there.
Yeah, definitely. Until you start losing, until you start sucking, that's when it's like, all
Yeah.
right, who brought this person on here? This why is
Man,
he allowed here? You be like,
sub
whoa,
him out.
sub him out. I'm sitting on the bench. You know, you too many air balls. But okay, so you played basketball and soccer before and
Mhm.
everything, and that was working out. So your actual thing that like how we met, right? Because we
Yeah.
met at a comedy club, and then I'll
Yeah.
come to find out you model.
Yeah, I do. I'm a model, yeah.
Yeah. So like, how did that come about? Like in terms of you getting into modeling.
Paul, that's a long story, but I'll keep it short. So one day I went to Hamburg and there was a scout from Modelwerk, the agency,
Hmm.
and he spoke to me. Was like, "Hey, your fit is nice. I'm an agent, and I wanted to, if you are interested, I'd like you to apply like for the agency.
Hmm.
Just send me pictures. I'm gonna give you my card. Let's stay in touch." And I took some pictures, sent them over, but the whole team wasn't really feeling it, like
Mm.
50%, but not the whole team. So I haven't made it. But then I was thinking, hey, this agent thinks that I could model. And then I was looking into the things, what I can do by myself. And at one day, and brand, a little one, just texted me and was like, "Hey, do you want to do a little photo shoot?" And
Mm.
I was like, "Hey, yes, of course." And with this shoot, I was allowed to get my polars. And then I was just doing applications. Went to my first casting in May this year. And yeah, at this casting, I've met so many people, stayed in touch with them, and we formed a group called the Collective.
Oh
And
shit.
yeah, they we just like found castings, found agencies where we can apply, open castings and stuff. Went there. Also, the first time I went to Cologne was for a casting for the Africa Fashion Week.
Africa Fashion Week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but hey, I made the casting, but I was sick, unfortunately, so I couldn't go.
Oh
Yeah, that wasn't.
damn.
Yeah, that wasn't that fortunate.
Damn. But I mean, you still keep in contact with them, though, right?
Yes, of course, of course. We
Okay.
got a group, and yeah, so I also met some people. I met some people, of course.
Hmm.
I made the Berlin Fashion Week this week.
Oh, nice.
This this year, I mean.
Congrats,
Mm-hmm.
bro.
And in this week, I've met so much people. Not gonna lie, I think 200 or so. Like just from events,
Yeah.
just talk to them, And at the end of the week, I was like, just looking at it, I was like, wow, wow. Yeah, but yeah, it's not like we're not texting each other or so, but the
Mhm.
contact is still there. Not to everyone, but once in a while, just texting, checking in on each other, and yeah.
That's dope, bro. To go back though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always curious, right? Born in America, but also African man. How was the African food where you living at? Was there any African food that was there aside from your parents? African restaurant.
Mm. No, there wasn't no African restaurant.
Damn. Oh
Yeah.
man, you was woo.
Yeah, but my dad is a chef.
Oh,
So
oh,
yeah. he graduated in France, so he's cooking always, and my mom was cooking always, and the parents of my friends was cooking always. So
Okay, so you had enough African people that if you went to somebody's house, there was food.
yeah,
Okay, so you.
yeah, we good.
Okay, so you still had that. You still had that. Yeah, because that would have been. Whew, I mean, because
Oh
German
yeah.
food. I don't
Hey,
know. I have optimism, but some people say German food is not good.
hey, I can. Hey, let's say the currywurst. That slaps.
Really?
That shit slaps.
Hold on.
You
Where?
got see, man.
It does?
It does. It does.
I went to Curryverse 36. Maybe I had the wrong one. I don't know.
What you taking?
What? It was
What have you taken?
What do you
Tell
mean?
me.
Taking?
Like which? Just a classic one?
Yeah, just classic with the curryverse sauce or something. The curry sauce.
Yeah.
So I had that. And I think I went to the wrong place. Some people were like, yeah, you should go to the real one, and the place is more into Germany.
Yeah.
You know?
So I went to Schweinske.
Oh, okay.
Schweinske is
like pig something, right?
Yeah. So they like focused on pig meat and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're doing it crazy.
Oh shit.
This also the favorite one for me. Like I like that. I like that a lot. But I'm not eating it anymore, you know.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm not a diet.
Oh, you on a diet? All right, modeling. You got to be on that. Oh man, whoa. Okay, this is something always is interesting, right? African cuisine and food is not helpful for a diet for a model. So how do you balance? Because look, the African food can be so heavy. Believe me, anytime I'll be on a diet,
bottle of palm oil,
just yeah. Man, never. Anytime my mom making food, I never look at it because I just look at all the ingredients. I'm like, oh this is crazy. Yeah. This is a heart attack in a bowl right here. This is crazy. Wow.
But to be honest, I don't really have these issues because I just have this build that I'm not easily gaining weight, you know.
Okay.
You cannot see it that quick. So I can eat what I want, but I'm taking care of the nutrients and stuff. So African food is helping. It's nice, you know. I get all that. Yeah, but I'm also eating like more fruits and stuff, drinking a lot of water just to like clean my body and stuff. Yeah, but not that big of a change except for like nutrients and foods, like fruits.
Yeah, just more of that and stuff. Okay. So you so modeling industry. So you fairly like new in the industry. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Right. And how's it been so far? Like, I mean, you know, Germany is majority white, right? And then you coming in, you're a black dude or so. How has it been like as a black dude in the modeling industry in Germany so far?
To be honest, it went good.
Nice.
It went good. At most of the shows, like I had some shows with full Africans, you know, and stuff, where white people were in the minority, for example. But yeah, being black is low-key an advantage, you know, because you are different off the rip. Like your style is different, your face is different, your hair is different.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's I'm fucking up, man.
What?
My English.
What do you mean English? Bro, we're in Germany. This is gonna be this is on German podcast, everything. So whatever. Yeah.
But it's an advantage. Walking at first, you know, like being the first one to walk or the last one to walk to close it. It's nice because people can give you the outfits that some people cannot rock, you know? Like you're different.
Okay, give me an example of an outfit that only say you or say somebody of your build can rock, but no one else really can.
Okay, I had a fashion show for Bully Clothing. Shout out. And that was wearing actually a green suit,
right,
with designs like a big shield,
yeah,
like a big shield sign, and written on it was wedding.
Okay.
And there was like a big red rose on it.
Yeah.
And then I had this the suit on the top.
Mhm.
Had also on the back a big sign saying wedding, and then here the big red rose. It was a crazy fit. It
Oh
was a
wow.
crazy fit, and at I looked at everyone that was there, but it wasn't fitting. He saw me and he was like, "You're the one."
That's
But
dope.
yeah, yeah.
That's dope because
Mhm.
like, a lot of people have different experiences and stuff in different industries.
Mhm.
And to your point, I think when you from just a different culture,
Yeah.
it's just like unique. It's kind of like, whoa, what's that from? And I
Mhm.
feel like that's the case a lot when you come to like places like Germany or like, going toward Eastern Europe or something a
Mhm.
bit. Maybe Eastern Europe a little, maybe, a little rougher.
Yeah.
Germany seemed like the place where it's like, all right, especially in the cities, is more like, oh, I see you from, you from this part of Africa, or you from this place, or you have a certain build.
Mhm.
Hey, we'd like to put you in things just because they're
Yeah.
curious. I don't know, like if that's how you feel, like they, either curiosity or it's just different that they just want to have it different.
Mhm. Yeah, I think people are low key chasing this one point of variety, like just one. Okay, this is different, but it fits. So let's just do it that way. And yeah, I think in most cities that's the case.
Mm. Yeah, that's a good point. Because before coming here to Berlin, I just
Mhm.
always assumed I guess especially as a black dude coming from America, you just always assume that it's just all German, all white and stuff. So when
Mhm.
you come here, you're like, oh no, it's like, especially in Berlin, it's like, no,
Yeah.
it's not. Like, I mean, like, I ain't gonna lie. When I first got here, like when I first came to like move,
Mhm.
bro, I was going on the Google Maps to find like food. I
Yeah.
found like African food. I'm like, yo, what? Okay, they got
Mm.
African food here, right? I went there and it was good. I'm like, I
Mhm.
think I might be able to live here.
Yeah.
I think this is very good,
Mhm.
And then just seeing like different, places where people like even the slapped place,
Mhm.
right? Slapped having like a majority like black, like so even the dude from Atlanta,
Yeah.
yeah, I was surprised. I was like, "Oh shit, all right." Like, it just was something that you didn't assume because I think Americans have a assumption about Europe and it's
Yeah.
mostly white, where especially Germany, right? I
Mhm.
mean, shit. This sometimes we make a joke. This is where white people come from, Germany, because sometimes you see some real white, like pale, blue
Mhm.
eyes, very sharp. You be like, okay, this is the land here. I don't. This is source. Yeah, but then you come and then you obviously you see people from different cultures and
Mhm.
backgrounds and stuff. But so after school you went to high school. Did you go to college or?
No, I did not went to college. I'm planning on doing an apprenticeship.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in the field of marketing and communication.
Mm,
Yeah, because I want to do marketing management when I'm older and make a living off it. And modeling is a hobby that has been playing into it, because
yeah.
when I used to look at billboards and stuff, I seen models, but I wasn't like, oh yo, this is a model that got paid to do this, he's doing it professionally. But now I'm walking through the city, see a post, or like, I don't know, like, okay, cut. Wait, what's that called?
How you say it
Like,
in German? And then maybe
ähm, so eine Säule, wisst ihr, diese Nachrichtensäule, wo so diese ganzen Poster und Plakate dranhängen und so.
not the
I-
Billboards.
Yeah, nah, like formed like a cylinder,
Oh, like
like
the
the
circular
things that were
thing.
turning and stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It's a circular thing. It spins or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, how you say it in German?
Man, I don't fucking know.
I thought you speak German. What happened?
Man, that's not a word that I'm using.
Oh, okay. You just said like that.
Uh,
That
yeah,
that. I don't even know how to say circle in German, but like that little thing.
mm-hmm. But yeah, and now I get a different view of it. Feels like a behind the scenes,
Mm-hmm.
and it has been playing into it. And I also met people that are doing marketing management, for example, and that is very nice because via modeling you meet people and you they do some shit that you don't expect from them. Like Like you see a model, and next thing you know, he's working on like he's working constructions, like 1,000 feet tall up there, like doing some shit. I don't know, but
Wow.
they be doing some random stuff. But it's nice to just know and get to know the field or their profession, and just getting some inspiration off it.
Mm. So the marketing management, that's the thing
Mm-hmm.
you want to ultimately do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the dream.
that's a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you always wanted to do?
Um, no, but I made the decision in the 10th grade because was just like, hey, I need a job. Artificial intelligence is coming, and some shit can get replaced by it very easily, And
Wow.
I think marketing is something that you need real people for it,
Hmm.
like just the mindset and the understanding of people, what they want, and yeah, I thought that this is a match for me.
Mm.
So I started searching and doing it.
Okay. So, what are your thoughts in terms of what German people want, or like say in general, like you've noticed so far?
Wow.
I mean, just whatever comes to mind. Cause
mm,
this is the. I mean, when you're in marketing, you have some assumptions, or you in the game
mm-hmm.
now, especially as a person who shows appearance. So
Yeah.
there's some idea of okay, I know if I wear this, this gives me this. When I wear this,
Mm-hmm.
this happens.
I think minimalistic things are something that is going that's minimalistic things is something that is making its progress right
Yeah.
now, like with a simple animation, just a quick line, like just three phrases or so.
Mm.
Yeah, very short, of course, because people's attention span is
So down.
not working.
Yeah, nah, man. People be jumping
hmm
from TikTok right into real life, and
Yeah.
they be like, "Okay, it's longer than 10 seconds.
hmm
My brain is out. Come on, give me something."
Man, if you talk to them, they might need a split screen or so. Like,
Yeah, the split screen, or they might have to play
hmm
it at 2x speed. But all right, come on, talk faster. I need.
hmm
Come on, it's too long.
hmm
That's crazy.
Yeah, but just something that grabs the attention and keeps it, but not for too long, because some things are not worth showing it that long. Like, okay, a car ad is something that you want to see a whole minute of,
Mm.
because you can explain the car in 8 seconds.
Nah.
hmm
Do you think like social media has affected like modeling? Like, have you seen anything that has been affected? Like, I don't know, because social media, so people
Yeah,
minds are like so quick to jump from one thing to
yeah.
another. I don't know. Have you found like social media affecting the modeling industry?
I'd say people that are doing social media are coming more into the field of modeling. That's what I have noticed, because I also have friends that were doing social media beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
and just because of their reach and their like facial recognition, they've gotten invited to do some shows.
Ah.
So yeah, 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 social media is just giving you more opportunities,
Mm-hmm.
because who's watching?
True.
Yeah, so behind the phone, there could be anybody.
Hmm.
Somebody might fly you out or
Eh,
not,
That
but
is
the
true.
opportunity is there. So just take it,
Hmm.
post it.
Would you say that with social media, especially with someone who's very famous on social media,
Mm-hmm.
that they have more space to like, not even space, let me just say someone who has like a large social media following that
Yeah.
maybe don't have to do things exactly or work, I don't want to say work as hard, but like say for example, the walking and
Mm-hmm.
modeling, that's like a real thing.
Hey, bro, you seen Kylie Jenner?
Yeah.
She she has gotten invited to shows, but her walk.
I mean, because at that point she's so famous that like,
mm-hmm.
just her in a room, it's like you don't just stand and
Yeah.
we will pay money. So walking, it's like, oh my God, we getting extra. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, like, whoa, we didn't think you was gonna walk.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Travis Scott, for example, we have Gunna, Quavo,
Wow.
Offset. Offset went for I think Yves Saint Laurent, but I'm not that sure.
Mhm.
But he was doing some shows, yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
I mean, like, at that point, because it takes time. Like we gotta like practice to walk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Runway wasn't easy. I've gotten coached, and I thought it was more easy, but till the moment where I had to do push-ups. Bro forced me to do push-ups just because I wasn't walking like 100% on the beat
Right.
or like in sync with another one,
Mm.
like practice is also, if you have a person standing next to you, start with the right feet and just have the same pace, tuck, 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 tuck,
Wow.
and yeah, it's not uncommon for shows or designers to have that kind of walk, so you better be able to do that, and yeah, I've gotten coached. I did that, learned it, and it's not easy. It's more to it than you think, but if you master it, you are you are safe. You are
Mm.
safe. Even if you are scared. At my first show, I was scared to walk, but I walked good. I walked in straight line. I walked good. Face was there. Oh yeah, keeping the modeling face is
The
crazy.
model face.
Keeping it is crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know what the model face is. It's kind of like caring but not caring, kind of like just neck straight or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a lot of like I don't know. I be watching sometimes like, yo, damn, like this is a whole. They just keep it. Everyone's watching you. The lights. You gotta. You ever get scared of falling down?
Nah.
Oh, okay. So
Nah.
you really on your game. All right.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget you can see something at the corner of your eye. So mastering that has helped me.
Have
But
you ever
yeah.
saw somebody fall down?
Huh?
Have you ever saw somebody fall down?
Yeah. Also at my first show, that was crazy. She went to the front of the runway and she had her face up, she wasn't like checking.
And she fell off the.
Yeah. She fell off. She fell off. Mm-hmm. But I was backstage, I haven't seen how they handled it.
Yeah.
Man, I was scared to fall after that.
Yeah. No wonder why you don't fall no more. You like can't have that happening to me. Hell nah.
We ain't doing that.
Oh, she fell off this. Yo, okay. Ooh, okay, one thing to fall and then be like, you fall, you pick yourself back up, but off the stage, I mean, we climb back up. We just like, all right, I'm gonna leave. he just walk out the door. He's like, okay, thank you. I'll just grab my stuff and I'll see you guys later.
See you at the next show.
I see you guys later. Excuse me. Should going.
Don't post that. Don't post that. Don't post that. Don't post that.
Cover her face up.
Walk of shame.
Oh, walk of shame right out the door. Walk out with the outfit, but just keep the outfit. You could go. Don't worry about it. We're not going to use it. That is.
In German, we'd say Trostpreis.
Oh, that's okay. I see why you're like, nah, I can't have that happen.
Yeah, no.
Oh man.
And I think also there are some people, also designers, and I think that could potentially get you blacklisted.
If a model is wearing the clothes that you designed and then they fall, and then like the model falls or does something that's not right.
Yeah. For example, if you eat in them clothes, get a ketchup stain on it, you cooked.
Wow.
You cooked.
Really?
You're dead, bro. You're dead. You are not allowed to drink or eat in them outfits. You are not.
So.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Hey, I had that. I was like, I wanted to eat, real bad, bro. And I was like, man, let me take that off. I took it off.
Okay, you took it off. Okay, I thought you just stayed there just starving.
I did too. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It could be so like those type of clothings or designs that it's like they gotta have two people to put it on you and
yeah. Hey, when's that kind of fit? I'm starving.
Man.
I'm starving.
Yeah, most people don't understand like the tough things a model goes through. Yeah, like
yeah.
Yeah, and that's a
Mhm.
mental. I mean, because mentally, like I don't know about you, but the minute I start getting hungry or starving, my brain start going to food. Like, where's the food? I see food.
Yeah.
I'm always looking at it like, okay, okay, when's it gonna be done? When's it gonna be done? So I can eat
Mhm.
food.
Mhm. Hey,
How? Wow.
some people do eat in them fits, and
They try to
of
sneak it
course
in.
you can take care, but I think it's also disrespectful,
Hmm.
just to put the clothing, the hard work of the designer
Right.
at risk, just because you are hungry. Like at the end, you are marketing yourself.
Mm,
And you'll look better if you are just following the rules, just
true.
keeping it professional, keeping it low key, and eat afterwards because, man, it might ruin you some opportunities.
Wow. So, I mean, that's so stressful, right? Like, I mean, constantly have to worry about your image, the way you perceive, even your
Mm-hmm.
actions as basic as eating food and stuff. How do you balance all of those like stresses, like while doing this modeling thing?
To be honest, I pray, and I'm also talking a lot, like with friends and stuff, just exchanging, keeping us updated, because man, I have friends down there in Munich, friends in Cologne maybe, and yeah, just updating each other, talking, getting the time to run faster,
Okay.
just so we can get that over.
Yeah,
Yeah, but just focus.
man.
Also, I chose to be there, so might as well have fun and enjoy it with the limits that we get.
True, true. Yeah, is
Mhm.
that hunger thing? I'm not gonna lie, because in New York City, I used to act and stuff. And
Mhm.
there'd be certain scenes if I had to take my shirt off or something or whatever. I mean, on the camera, you just gotta lose more weight than you think.
Yeah.
And there's certain things of like, not drinking water a certain
Mhm.
amount and not eating a certain types of food, so you don't get
Mhm.
like if your body don't look puffy.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, that is
And you have to work out too.
mm-hmm,
Like just to keep your body in shape because you may be getting an outfit where you have to be like your belly is exposed and stuff.
mm-hmm.
You have to flex it the whole time. Hey, I had a show where I had to flex my belly, I think for about 20 minutes or so. Like
What?
for real, just it was hard.
And you had
It
to
was
act like you
hard.
was not doing it too, right? So you had to like just have a straight face, just
Mhm.
just
Mhm.
wow.
Yeah, so yeah, there's some things that come with it. So as a dude, especially like a woman not flexing her six pack.
Right.
But yeah,
So,
just taking care of the body.
yeah. And so how your family feel about like not modeling like or so like that? Because I know modeling is not usually the career track most, immigrant parents have planned for their kids. So how did you Oh
Hey, yeah,
yeah?
yeah. This morning we had a conversation about it, and
Oh shit.
for the casting for the African Fashion Week, mm, I thought that I might tell my mom I'm going to Hamburg, because I never went to Cologne, and I think she neither. So it's a little bit like don't go alone.
Mhm.
But I was like, hey, I'm gonna tell the truth. It's the African Fashion Week. It's nice. It's a cultural event.
Mhm.
And she was like, if you are going, don't come back.
Oh my god.
Don't come back. Don't come back.
And then of course, if you don't come back, she's like, "Where are you?" You're like,
Mm,
"Well, you told me not to come back, right?"
mm. Nah, she did not ask me. The only thing that she was asking me was like, hey, yo, bring me my laptop back. Yeah, it was a little bit ruthless, but
Yeah.
at the end, I came back. I was struggling. I was like just driving around in the bus and thinking and thinking and thinking what I'm gonna do. But then I went for some ice cream, bought her some,
There you go.
knocked at home. Now I ring the doorbell, she opened and I was like, hey, here's some ice cream. And she was like, oh, okay.
Had to put
So,
on that charm.
mm-hmm. Now, yeah, I think African parents are low key overreacting because, for example, if you think that you are going to make it big in soccer, and
Mm,
push soccer so much that you are like low key, worsening your grades in
Mm-hmm.
school, they'd say, "Hey, don't go to soccer anymore," you know? And the feeling of lacking support from the parents is hard, you know, because
Mm.
I also considered to start modeling, you know, and just because the smoke that I had with my mom was not that comfortable, you know,
Yeah.
because it's my mom, you know, and if she thinks I cannot do it, it's sad, you know, but if she gets mad about me still doing it, I just want to avoid like the conflict, you know, and my dad supported me though, you
Oh,
know,
nice.
so he gave me the power to keep doing it, you know. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was emotional, you know. Had some fights with my mom about it, especially when I have gotten accepted by an agency. But it also was the moment where I was able to tell my parents, "Hey, I'm able to make money off it," you know. And I think until you are reaching this point, your parents are not like supporting it that much because it might seem like a waste of time, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And I mean, okay, I'm gonna say it out loud, you know, but I was playing soccer, as I mentioned, and like my mom unfortunately have only went to one game, you know, that I played
Mm.
in like 13 years of soccer, you feel me?
Oh, wow.
And it's just an African thing, you know. They support you, they wish you good luck and stuff. Have fun. But like the coming outside, going out your way to just look at it, you know, take your Sunday, 2 hours, 3 hours or so, just to go watch your son. It's not something that's so usual, you know. Mm, because Africans are, you know that too, you know, but they're
Yeah.
not that good at showing the love, you know, with acts, but
Yeah.
they'll give you the feeling that they love you, you know, and support you on all. But the I'm gonna give you a hug, I'm gonna kiss you on your forehead. It's not that
Uh,
often, you feel me?
right.
So yeah, that's an issue that's coming with it, you know. Also,
Yeah.
especially like modeling is it's not serious, you know.
In their eyes, it's not serious.
Yeah,
I
or
mean,
yeah, in their eyes. For me, hey, it's a hobby that works.
right. And it's
But
important. Appearance is a big
mhm,
thing. And then I think to your point, because also having African parents and doing things like, look, I mean, just even leaving most of my family coming to Berlin, people are like, whoa, what's over there that you want to go all the way there for? I'm like,
mhm,
yeah, I want to go, but why? Like, what's a family, this and that? What you gonna do? And I think when you start showing that you can make it and you making money and you're making your
mhm,
way, that in itself just kind of, because I feel like it's fear from your parents of just like, I'm worried what will happen.
yeah,
The way we had to struggle to get to where we are,
mhm,
it's not the same way. I don't
mhm,
understand it. But when you start making your way, not even the money, but when you start making your way and they see you, when you come
mhm,
back, how's everything? Everything's fine. They're looking at you, you're fine, you're well dressed, everything. They're
yeah,
gonna be like, after a while, I'm like, I guess yeah, he doesn't look
mhm,
homeless. He's not, his hair, he got his shape up, everything. He got
yeah,
nice, clothes. Then,
mhm,
then after whatever, I guess he's fine. I
mhm,
guess, but it takes time.
yeah, yeah. It takes time. But hey, for example, my mom's now texting me or telling me when I'm going to a show, take care of yourself, you know, have
Ah,
fun. So yeah, it's the beginning. So if you are just starting, don't worry. Don't worry. It might work out in the end. And if not, something else will. So,
yeah. At the end of the day, they don't want you to be fine. And then for
mhm.
African parents, they just want to see it. And
Yeah.
then, when you're not asking or they just look at you and they're like, oh, okay. I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, same thing with my mom used to be the same way. And then after a while, she's like, I guess this is your way. I mean,
Mhm.
you're fine. You're not, you're not acting bad. You're not locked
Yeah.
up. You're not this, that, whatever. So better you doing this thing where you
Mhm.
supporting yourself than something else crazy.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how it is in Germany. I know in America, that's, yeah, like gangs,
I'd
drugs
say
and everything,
I'd say
Same here?
yeah, we have some
Ah,
we have some over here, it's a bit serious. Like in Kiel, not that really, but I'd say in the area of Nordrhein-Westfalen, NRW, it's quite common.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so you might see or you might see some news with robbery or theft or so, or maybe armed murder, maybe.
Wow.
But that's not something that's out of the picture,
Yeah. So it's still even out here too.
Hey, also in Berlin, there's some.
Oh yeah, Berlin. Yeah.
Yeah. So like in the big cities, they're doing some shit.
Yeah, Berlin definitely. I'll be going to some parts. I'm like, ooh, this feels like some parts of New York City I know about.
Yeah,
a
little bit sketchy.
So some people looking at you, kind of like trying to sell you. I'm like, all right, it's the wrong part of the neighborhood.
What you got?
Yeah, start looking at you, start really like staring at you and looking at you, like, you looking a little too long.
What size of them shoes?
Yeah,
my size.
My size. Oh shit, that shit crazy. Yeah. All right, so you're a model, right? And I feel like this is probably something that can help out a lot of people. That I feel like appearance and clothing are very important for people. So like a question I have for you is, what are the top 3 things someone should focus on their attire, like to really like make them look like good?
Man, if you're going to a special occasion, wear clean clothes. Keep that tech face at home. Maybe get you some. Clean your shoes. Clean your shoes. Your shoes are not ugly. They're just dirty. And get you some jewelry. Get you some jewelry, just to stand out a little bit, Got like 2 different earrings.
Okay, 2 different earrings.
Maybe some chains. Just something to give you a fit the sauce,
I'm taking notes, by the way. Yeah. So the different earrings. Okay, chain, and then clean shoes, not dirty shoes. Got you.
And get you some more pants of jeans. Yeah, some different colors, some sweaters, and you'll be good. You'll be good. Just focus a little bit on your attire. Just if you're going to a networking event, might look clean with a little bit of jewelry just to stand out, or for some people to have some to look at you. Like I have this chain. It brought me. We met.
Yeah,
we met
man.
It,
Yeah,
so,
you was looking like a famous person that's in trouble right now. When you
in trouble, what?
Many things. Someone would do with oil. I mean, a lot of things that.
Man, leave me alone with that baby on.
No, it's just a resemblance. I'm not even saying that's you. That's just you did the chain and the jacket. Just just had a reminder or something.
Yeah, just for you guys to know, he called me Diddy.
Look, the reason why was that you had a leather jacket that looked bad boyish, from the bad boy era, and you had some chains on, and then you had you had some Diddy glasses too. You had some Diddy shades on inside. That is a Diddy move right there. I mean, okay, not a Diddy move.
There was some see-through glass shades.
Okay,
like just glass rim and stuff.
But you was chill. It was like because some people that are moguls, they kind of like don't So I'm telling jokes, you kind of like haha, haha, yeah, and then you like haha, you look like 50. And I was like, oh, this dude what? And I was like, then I had to do the Diddy, So
if you're at the comedy club and he's American, be quiet, man. They're coming for you, bro. They're coming for you. Say wrong thing. They coming for you.
Come on, no one would ever call a person that is not fly Diddy, right? So that means you are so fly. You reminded someone of a person that used to be very good and fly. So there you go. Take it.
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, take it.
I'm gonna take it.
Who you know has a Diddy jacket on? And that's not look. I mean,
You pushing it.
I mean, I'm pushing it. So this disclaimer: Diddy's in jail. I don't condone thousands of bottles of baby oil.
We don't like that. No probation for him.
Yeah, I don't listen to any bad boy stuff. Maybe Biggie Smalls, but other than that, no, we won't stop. Anything because he didn't stop. So okay, so you gave us the tips on the modeling stuff or whatever. Well, okay. Here's another question. What are some tips you can give to someone who would like to get into modeling?
Make sure that you are confident of yourself, and when you're at the casting, I'm gonna tell an experience that I had at my first casting. So I was scared, I thought that it's more like a competition. Until I talked to the people there, and it was more of a yo, we're all trying to make it, and that helped a lot. Also, if you're not getting picked, just know to people that are deciding whether you are in or not, know what's best for them. So don't be mad or sad just because you haven't gotten the job. It's just about understanding that you are not fitting, but you're still a nice person. You still have the looks, but it's not fitting for the show, And yeah. Also, don't don't be too much concerned about your looks, your hair, or your shoes. As long as you go there and show that you are confident within yourself, you are most likely to make it. Yeah. Hey, come on, take the mic, bro. Come on,
please.
take the mic. Come on, take the mic, bro.
Shit. Yeah. Okay, guys. Just one thing. Know your worth. Okay? Know your worth.
That's what I'm saying.
Because sometimes people are thinking, okay, modeling is always okay, like I have to do it even if I don't like to, or even if I don't feel to. No, you don't have to. You just have to know your worth. And your worth is also like making your personality also in front of the client or whatever, the brand or whoever, because he's saying, or they saying, or knowing or seeing that, okay, that person knows what she wants or what she doesn't want. And that makes her also part of of your personality.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Hey. Clap it up.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Know your worth. I like that. Yeah, that is that for real, especially in this industry. Yeah, that is important right there. Woo, that's important. Thank you for sharing that, man. That's important. Yeah, that's important. Wow. Okay. So, all right, one more question I have for you. I like to ask people this in every podcast episode.
Yeah.
Is that you've been through a lot of things, in terms of you where you grew up, in terms of the culture, balancing Ghanaian culture, German culture, and small town German culture. From you going from playing soccer, basketball, getting into modeling now, like you still got a long, you still got so much, in front of you in terms of modeling. What's some advice you can give? What's an advice you give to your younger self, with all the things you've gone through so far?
Be sure that you are going to make it. Each way has a corner, Take it. Because it might look sketchy, but at the end, it is the right decision to take the left or the right, because I loved soccer. I loved my team, I loved my trainer, but it wasn't clicking anymore. So I was like, hey, might take the right to basketball. And basketball was crazy. Had a nice 4 years, And yeah, it's still something that I like to do when I'm outside, just play some hoops with my friends, just kick some balls. And at the end, it won't leave you. It won't leave you. If you want to, you can do it all time. You are young. Right now I'm 20, so if I have a long life, I have enough time to do what I want. So just don't say, I don't got time for that, or not right now, you know. You have time, schedule it, and do it.
Nice. That's very important
Mhm.
too, man. Just go ahead and do it. Not overthinking. Just go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
You know, do it. No matter where you go, you'll find good curryverse.
Mhm.
And you know, as long as you have the right gear and the right jacket,
Yes,
you'll make it
sir.
anywhere.
Mhm.
But nah, bro, this is dope. I mean, do you want to share anything else, or you? I mean,
Hey, nah.
all right. No, but I mean, this is dope, man. Because like
Mhm.
again, I think it's very important to just hear people from different parts of you know, society, not society, but say different type of work and stuff in Germany, and
Mhm.
especially too. And this is probably from the people in America because people still have assumptions about Germany and not even having black people in
Yeah.
Germany. So just hearing you guys thriving and doing good
Hey,
and
yeah.
everything is
I
dope.
know what I want to say.
Okay.
Black people in Germany, be confident in your skin. I know we all have experienced some mobbing, for example, you know, like elementary school, middle school, you know, and overcoming that, you are not supposed to feel any hate. If someone calls you like some words, you know, just know they're unhappy with themselves, you know. If you are standing there, you know, unfazed by what they are saying, they hurt because it don't work. So do you don't let you get put down by anyone, because nobody should have the power to bring you down, because you are supposed to go up. Yeah.
Nice, bro. He left it. He left it on a high note. He was like, "Yeah, I gotta say something." I knew you had something to say. That's why I was like, "You sure? Let me talk about it a little bit." And then, so that's dope, man. I'm really glad you guys came, you know, and also
Hey.
shared all this that you've gone through and your thoughts. Again, I think it's very important because you don't hear it that often. So
Yeah.
even you know, as I put this out, I'm telling you, people are gonna be like, "Wow, I feel inspired. Oh my God, like I feel I should be comfortable. I should be confident. I should know my worth. All these things." So I mean, for real, guys, thank you very much.
Hey,
Thank you very
I
much.
appreciate you, man.
Yeah, thank you, and bro, yeah, you too, man. Look at you on the
Hey,
podcast.
come on.
Come on, yeah, there you go.
Okay, bro.
There you go. Yes,
Way, bro.
there you go, man. The two
Bye-bye.
dudes, they doing their things.
Nah, man, it was also glad for us to be here. You know, just to have a beautiful conversation about stuff, and yeah, I think in general, people should know some stuff, you know, and I think a lot of those views will also appreciate you having those guests here and talking about stuff and topics, because at the end of the day, even having conversation at itself, it could inspire people in general. It doesn't matter at any kind of subject. But so yeah, I mean, I hope this will help you guys as well, and even for us, it will be also inspiration kind of way to think about those things again, you know.
Yeah, and these are two fly ass dudes too, man. So definitely reach out to them, yo, for anything, you know. Yes.
Sir.
Yeah.
All right, but guys, thank you very much for being here.
Oh, thank
Yo.
you.
Thank you.
I think it's time to eat.
It's time to eat.
Okay.
All right, cool. And guys, thank you for listening and or watching the
Thank you.
Third
Have a
Culture
nice
Talk
one.
podcast. I'm your host, Nyan Yenifin. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace.